picture that you see right here, guys, is a picture that reminded me a church lesson that I remember when I was a little kid. At the church, they told us that no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you always will be a slave to something. And it's always better to have options. What type of slavery you prefer to pick. This picture, as it states, man is so free that he can choose his own slavery. So, basically, for those of you that don't understand this, it basically means that when you have freedom in the sense of option, because let's be honest here, you don't have freedom when you don't have options, but you have freedom when you do have options. But no matter what you do, you'll always be a slave to something, whether it's work, addiction, to somebody that you devoted to religion. It could be anything that's basically sucking up your time. And that's the point of this video that I'm trying to make. When I was a kid, I clearly remember that at the church, the pastor was talking about this, talking about how no matter what you do, you always will be a slave to something. When you have options to pick what's your slavery, that's when you have freedom. And a righteous man will pick his slavery for righteousness. And that's something that I clearly remember that lesson about the pastor preaching. And for some reason, I want to pick that slavery. I want to become slavery of righteousness. Because one thing I'm sick and tired of, guys, is the madness, the displeasure, the black pill of the world that we're seeing right now. Upon me making this video, it's been like 2 days already since the new Batman trailer came out. And I will make a video about that soon. But the new trailer of the Batman, well, before it came out, there was this DC fandom, and the people who made the Batman movie, they were giving out hints what it's gonna be about. And according to Robert Pattinson, he says that the new Batman, he's gonna be this younger version of Bruce Wayne, where he barely started his, vigilante career as Batman, but he still has a lot of anger in him. And he's trying to figure out how to balance between Bruce Wayne and Batman. Well, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that the movie clearly indicates and shows that Batman is pissed off at the society that he's in, pissed off at the world that he's in, because there's so much injustice, so much madness that he basically became an agent of order. And that's something that, that's a side that I want to be in. I want to be at the side of righteousness. I want to be at the side of order. I'm sick and tired of seeing the madness, the insanity, the misery. And let's be honest here, guys. Like, social media, they're basically showing us in our face about the madness, the stupidity of people, and of course, the black pill. And yeah, I don't know what else I could say about it other than pick a side, pick my own slavery. So the slavery that I voluntarily bind myself into is righteousness. And I know this path of righteousness is going to be a very hard one because one thing I learned from the biblical scriptures is that one of the main reasons why the world is so chaotic and evil is because Satan, he is the prince of this world. In other words, the world is meant to be evil. It's meant to be like that. And one of my favorite rap music, which I will leave a link down in the description below, is that it explicitly said that the world is meant to be evil. That's why you will always hear messed up stories. You always see messed up things with your own eyes if you're not in your safe space that much. But eventually you will see messed up stuff. You know, it's it's just chaotic. And just like Albert Einstein said, the world is not evil because of evil man. It's evil because good people don't do anything. And that's why I was talking about apathy in my previous video. But it seems like people are too occupied with their lust. They're too occupied with their addiction, which is their slavery. That's the slavery that these people choose to bind themselves with. And because of that, they don't do anything. They don't care uh, what the state of our society is in. But me, I do care enough to at least try something. And that's why I want to pick righteousness, as the biblical scripture says. But it's going to be hard because it requires a lot of self discipline and had to delay gratification, which I will talk more about that later. Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it here, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.